Jalen Hurts, talking about hate. Jalen Hurts has been voted the most hated player in the NFL. Damn. His hate scores are perfect. How you get a perfect hate score? Highest in the league per Vegas Insider. Wow, consider he's one of the most humble, respected leaders in football. Why does Hurts get this much hate? Well, I have my theories of why he gets so much hate. But before I give you my theory, let's hear someone else's.
Jalen Hurts has been voted the most hated player in the NFL. Ocho, why do you think Hurts is the most hated player across the league?
I think Hurts is the most hated player across the league because he wins, huh? He's been winning since Alabama. He came to Philly, and he's been a winner since he's gotten there. They don't like the way he do things, but he only does what they ask of him.
I think the thing is, Ocho.
Okay, before we go there, we know that ain't the answer. Because, look, who's been really winning? Like, Jalen Hurts has won. Patrick Mahomes been winning. And they don't hate him as much as they hate Jalen Hurts. And I don't think they hate Jalen Hurts as much as they reported. So I don't think that's the answer. Maybe we get a little bit deeper. Hit the like button. Someone just told me. Hit the like button so we can get this out there. Let's go.
His interviews, we don't get a chance to see his personality. I'm sure the guy that we see in front of the camera is not the guy that he is in the locker room. And people like to see personality. Peyton didn't show a whole lot of personality until Peyton retired. People talked about Brady's sense of humor and things like that, but he didn't really show it. He was really buttoned up. But I think the thing is that people really do want to is he really this buttoned up? Is he really just this matter of fact? And no, he's not excited.
But you got to understand, especially the quarterback position.
I got to stop it right there because you know what's interesting? Because Jalen Hurts obviously is a Jordan brand athlete, right? And a lot of his mannerisms are mimicking Jordan, whether they're authentic or not. I don't care. I don't care. I don't even want to waste much time saying, oh, he's really meaning that or he really did that. But when he wins a championship, goes into the hallway, smokes a cigar, the picturesque look. Everybody's trying to find their moment, their Kobe moment, and you're kissing the trophy. Everyone's trying to find their Jordan, how Jordan hugged the trophy. I get it. I'm not won a championship at the highest level, so I don't know what the hell I do. I'll probably try to find my moment. Point being, he does a lot of the Jordan things. Stays close to the vest, doesn't offend anyone. He doesn't offend anyone. But at the same time, by not offending anyone, you're probably not impressing as many people as you could as well. You're not showing your personality. If you really show your personality, it's going to rub some people the wrong way and a lot of people the right way. That's just life. If you are who you are authentically, people going to gravitate towards you like a bell curve. 80% of the people going to rock with you like, oh, we good. Let's rock and roll. 10% going to be like fanatics. He's in town. Let's go down to the hotel and see him. And then 10% be like, man, I can't stand that dude. That's life. So it's something else here. More ingredients in this box than that. Let's talk.
Have to carry yourself a certain way. I think Jalen Hurts goes to the extreme with it when it comes to being buttoned up, when it comes to strictly about business. But off camera, these individuals are nothing like that. I just hate that people can't be themselves. You were yourself, but you were a tight end. You put the camera in front of me, the same person you see on nightcap, the same person you saw on the field in front of camera.
Shady did say people in the locker room don't like Jalen Hurts.
Okay, let's go. Why you can't be the same person? Who said that? You are. Ocho just proved it. You are. You're the same person. Why can't he? See, that's what we got to be careful. We got to be sophisticated in our expression. We got to say it the right way. He doesn't want to be the same person if that's the case. Okay? I haven't hung out with Jalen Hurts, so I'm not even going to say which one or not. I just know damn well ain't nobody walking around here being brown all day. And I'm not talking about Latinos. I'm talking about you ain't going to be gray. That's probably a better way of saying it. You ain't going to be gray all day That's why you knew Michael Jordan's mystique, Michael Jordan's brand was marketed. It was calculated. It was concocted. You know, it's all right. But that was the era you can do that. That was also the era you go to a Hollywood set and you be like, wow, this is where they filmed Back to the Future. You know what I mean? Everything looked like paper thin. You can fool people now. They ain't doing all that. You do it on a laptop. You got to be real. We can see through all that now. Oh, that ain't no real set. So I think that people looking at it like that ain't no real personality. You can't do that now because all we doing is checking your gram. You know, some cats checking your LinkedIn. Give me something. Nothing.
You're not there to be liked. We're supposed to have one goal in mind when we walk in this building. That's to win a championship together. And that doesn't entail me having to like you.
I agree.
It doesn't.
As long as you respect me, we cool. That's Coach Shannon.
Blah, blah, blah. Everyone says that, but everyone knows that ain't it, right? As long as they hear from, as long as I hear I do my job, we good. That's not how human beings are. We're not wired like that. Like, we're socially constructed to actually want connectivity. Even if we don't want great connections, we feel it, right? Your peer group, that admiration matters. Why do you think they cry after a championship? They're not crying as much because they beat you. They're crying because they know the sacrifice that they made together. And it worked. Like, we stayed in the kitchen cooking stir fry, and it worked. It came out delicious, better than anybody else's dish. That's what people are crying about. That's what the sacrifice is about. Not just beating you. It's about showing we did it. And if there's no we, that's how you find yourself in this position. I think Jalen Hurts suffers from that people are feeling a brand before they're feeling a being, right? I think he just suffers from that. And I don't think that that's wrong. I just think that it comes with its own set of choices and consequences, right? You don't believe me? You could be a brand. You could be Jordan athlete. That's what comes with being a brand. You could be the highest paid when you get paid. And that's what comes with being a brand. You get all the endorsements you want. That's what comes with being a brand. But you also know in today's world, especially in our arcade of social media, people gonna talk that talk. People gonna guess because they don't know. They're gonna be like, wait a minute, he that button up? Nah. And then you always gonna have somebody right next to you. You're always gonna have somebody who's right around you who ain't as buttoned up. AJ Brown, whoever it may be, who was like, yo, I ain't gonna say nothing, but you know. You know what I mean? It's almost like when we were growing up, we all thought our parents and grandparents were exactly what they said they were. Until you got a little older, maybe your teen years, and you start meddling in the streets. You start understanding how things work. You start understanding you could tell your mama you going to the store, but you really going behind the house to kiss that girl. And then you come back and mama didn't know you went behind the house to kiss the girl when you went to the store and did that. Then it makes you, see, you're only as trustworthy as you're trusting. And you're only as trusting as you're trustworthy. So once you start dabbling in a little bit of dirt, you start to see more dirt around you. That's why teenage years are so damn critical, because you're starting to get in the water and you're starting to see how wet this world really is. You're like, damn. And you look around and you start saying, wait a minute, Grandma, how many kids you have again? Wait a minute, Granddaddy, how long were you gone overseas? Wait a minute, y'all. Who is that around the corner that you always kick it with? Next thing you know, you got family around your neighborhood, didn't even know it. Be real. Next thing you know, your parents been together for 20 years. 10 of them years, boy, they have been in an open relationship. Daddy just checking in, checking out. Mama checking in, checking out. Oh, don't let me start testifying in here. Come on now. When you start seeing it, you start doing it, you start seeing it. So Jalen Hurts, as great as perfect images you're going to display, ain't nobody believing in perfection. So now that's where the guesswork goes. And that's why he's the most hated in general. Now, there's specific things, and I remember hearing some specific things that could take you to the next level. And you're like, So that's how the game goes.
Let me put you on to something that's part of my daily routine now. VINIA, not a powder, not a pill.
It's the Daily Chews 2X formula. And yeah, they taste good too.
It's plant-based. No stimulants, no crash, no jitters, no banned substances, no junk. It's Informed Sports certified. Just something that actually delivers. Link in description, vinia.com/Marcellus. Discount code Marcellus10 for a 10% discount. Wow. It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
Because I believe the purpose.
Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation, so.